wanted to show you, this is the, oh, it's stuck. We can sand that off. This is actually cedar wood, which is not the hardest wood, but because it's so thick, I'm still going to try painting on it. And this is the gesso that I've been using by Holbein. It's a clear gesso. And I'm going to sand it. And when you sand it, it does kind of look... well, here's some of the Purple Heart that I gessoed. So far this one has 2 coats on. And when you sand it, see how it actually kind of looks white? But then when you put medium on it, you can, when you varnish it, it goes back to, with a clear coat of varnish afterwards. You actually, especially on Purple Heart, want to put a UV finish on it, because Purple Heart's really unique in that it's not stained purple. It's a natural purple wood, but it's regular brown wood when you first split it open from the tree, and then it turns purple when it's exposed to UV light rays. So as soon as it's exposed to the sun, it turns purple, which is really cool. And then after, hang on a second. Okay, so here's some cherry wood that I haven't varnished yet, and here's some Purple Heart that hasn't been varnished. So we want to bring it back to this color again. But when you, yeah, so after it's exposed to light, it turns this color, and then you want to coat it with UV sealant to keep it purple, or otherwise it'll turn a dark brown. So that's something interesting about it. It's also super, super expensive and super hard. I guess it's almost impossible to break it. So I had this specially cut by some of my Amish neighbors in Idaho, where we have a ranch, and so I didn't film that because the Amish people don't like photography. It's kind of like graven images to them, so they don't really promote people. They don't like people taking pictures of them. So I didn't take any pictures, but they have a lot of professional. This was at a professional woodworking shop where they make furniture and all kinds of things, and so they had all the equipment. They sanded this in their machines for, oh gosh, at least 30 minutes, and had to use a really sharp blade to get it cut. And the same with this. They cut these for me, these panels. This one actually has been, I've gessoed the side of it once, and I've mentioned before, if you do a project like this and it's not plywood, see these ones I've gessoed, this is the maple. Let me get a better piece. But the thing about the maple panel is it's got, as you can see, well, this I'll have to clean up, but it's got like coatings, and so the coatings make it so that I mean, it's got fillers in it, and that actually keeps it from warping. And this one doesn't have a filler, so it could warp like on a curve. That's why it's important to seal both sides. You don't want to keep one side unsealed if it's not plywood, because it could have a tendency to kind of cup. This one's just slightly cupped. And that's what I was saying, is this is so thick that I don't think it's going to cut. I'm going to try to figure out something to do to leave some of it exposed. But then again, I don't want this to turn into a craft project like toll painting. So I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate some of the design of the wood into a painting. And also I need to figure out how to I don't like the look of all the gesso that's stuck in the holes, so we'll have to see what I can do about that. So here's one of the panels, the maple plywood. You can see the extra clear gesso, so I'll sand that off and just clean it up so it'll be ready to paint on. This is one of the Purple Heart panels that's painted, and so you can kind of see on the edges there's some white gesso still, and that will turn clear when I put the varnish on after it dries, but I have to wait till it is completely dry. Now I'll show you a painting on the maple.